Welcome to the lesson that will demonstrate how to put color into a shape. I'm going to demonstrate how to do this particular shape in this demonstration. I'm going to go ahead and go to Google and look for a shape. I will specify images. I will go under Tools and I will change size to large. I want a large quality image. Under Usage Rights, I will click down and choose Labeled for Reuse with Modification. This particular demonstration really helps if you have a transparent background. So I'll now choose Color and then Transparent. And it just so happens the first shape pops up that I want.
Not only is it the first image, my particular students don't have to square this image because it's already a square.
Again, I'm choosing a large, transparent image labeled for reuse with modification. I will click on that image, and you can tell it's transparent because it has a checkered background. I will right-click and choose Save Image As. I will go to my computer design folder on the desktop, go to the image portfolio, and then Images folder, and I will call this Shape. Because I want to properly credit the image source, I will visit the website and try to determine who I should be crediting. Here is the author, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select it and choose Ctrl C of the keyboard, and I'm going to go ahead and automatically go to my presentation, go to the special thanks page, and I'm going to select Replace with the image source. I will right click and choose this paste option because I don't want to lose formatting. I'm now going to keep the large transparent label for reuse options and type in color wheel to find another image. Here is the color wheel that I used for my example. I'm going to right click Save Image As, and I'll get it into that proper folder, and I will call it color wheel. I'm now going to go to Photoshop to do my magic. I will choose File, Open, go to that folder with the images. I will select one and hold the Control key to select the other and choose Open. Now it's really important that this shape is larger than this shape. So if I investigate, if I go to image size, the dimensions are 2000 by 2000. If I go to the color wheel and go to image size, you can see it's larger. If this shape were larger, you would have to go to image size and change the dimensions at the width and height. The next step requires you to go to the layers window. If the layers window is not open, you need to go to Window and make sure that you select layers. So in the layers window, you need to click on the Control key of your keyboard and then click on the image on that layer. As you can see, the image is now selected. I'm now going to go to the rectangular marquee. I'm going to click down and drag the shape and click on the tab of the color wheel and let go. Do keep in mind you will not be able to move that marquee unless the little arrow is showing. So for example, if the crosshair is showing, you cannot move the shape. Take note of how it turns to an arrow. I can now move that shape. But I got pretty lucky with these shapes, to be honest with you. I'm now going to put the selection in a location that I want to copy. I'm now going to choose Edit, Copy. I'm going to do File, New. And I'll go ahead and choose OK and then choose Edit, Paste. Now I want a little bit of an edge, so I'm going to do Control T, and I'm going to make this a tad smaller because I'm going to be adding a little drop down shadow. I will then click on the Move tool and then move the shape. I'm now going to put a little stroke around it. I'm going to go to Layer, Layer Style. I'm going to choose Stroke, and I'm going to change the size to something like a 1. I like thin strokes. I do not like thick strokes. You can change the color. Maybe I'll make it 2. I will then go to Drop Shadow. You can change the shadow if you want by clicking here. And Bevel and Emboss to give it a little 3D dimension. I will then click OK. If you want to keep editing, you have to save it as a Photoshop. So you would do File, Save, make sure it says Photoshop, put it in a logical location. I don't plan on making any more changes. I'm going to choose File, Save As. If you want to keep the transparent background, you would need to make sure it's a .png. Otherwise, you can save it as a JPEG. Then go to that folder, name it accordingly, completed shape, and click Save. and then OK. This concludes the session on how to add color to a shape. Until next time, you have a wonderful day.